Hi guys, Kirk here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. My son Dan helping me on this one and doing the filming. What I'm going to show you guys is, it's Monday morning today, and over the weekend I had about 4 calls and emails of folks saying, hey, I'm doing my foundation walls. One guy said it cracked like an egg. He called me, cell phone, and said, hey, why is it cracking like an egg? The mix, go 3 to 1. Basic mix is 3 to 1. That means for every 100 pounds of stucco, 100 pounds of sand as a rule. That changes, but that's not what I'm here to explain. I want to show you guys how to do a skim coat. Like, say, Dan, come over here, show this right here. You see now, this is a straight piece of wood. You see how this, I can put my hand in here, but yet this is flush and that's flush. We're going to correct that. Now, this was already done once, and the fellow whose job it is, he came, and all these marks here are from a grinder. They grinded the whole thing off. So what I did when I first got here was I hosed all the dust off, because if there's dust, guys, it will not adhere. This coat will adhere for about a month, then it'll come right off. So we got all the dust off. I've already spread this side right here. I'll show you guys how I do it. All right, now generally I don't want to be on my knees, so I'm going to sit on a bucket. I've got about a bucket here. I got a square trowel and a pull trowel. Now I'm scooping out this mud in the bucket, from the bucket onto my hawk. Now this is a dry wall. If I had wet it, then my mix would have to be pretty dry, but it's vice versa. My mix is kind of wet because this is sort of dry. A lot of wiggle room there, guys. Now what I generally do is I'll put a little bit on and I'll come up. You can do this too, guys, if you're not familiar with how to use the tools. But if you do that, there's more to clean up on that brick. What I will generally do is come up, and once you're familiar with the tools, you have this luxury. You come here and you just touch the brick. Just kiss the brick a little bit with the trowel. Okay, I'll show you something. Put it here and come up. And I'm trying to get a big bow out right here too, so I'm going to put a little bit more than I generally do right here to get that bow out. So I'm going to go about 1.5 inches right here, and then I'm going to feather down. So here we go. 1 scoop, 2 scoop. Take some off here, start from the bottom, come around. I'll show you how I come up to the brick. Okay, I'm putting a little bit more thicker here, a lot more mud, because we got a big bow in there. Show you guys a couple more, right where, this is how I'll come up to brick, say, because I don't want to clean that brick, but I'll show you how to clean the brick too. I'll take some mud here, come up, push it, here, push it up, and just kind of come right up to the brick right there. Here I went a little too far, but that's okay. This is how we spread out concrete walls, guys. And again, if it really matters if this concrete right here is wet, then this will have to be the opposite. I'm going to further this out a little bit more because I know there's a big hump in this wall. And what I do is, let's see here, I'll take this, come up here, tie it in right underneath, and for the sake of showing you some other stuff, because this will get monotonous, I'll show you one more trowel full. Come up, squeeze it in there, just like that. Squeeze it in there. Here's another thing, guys. Like, say, the brick that we've already got done here. Now what I'll do is a clean bucket of water. I'm gonna put this clean water on this paper here, and what I'll do is, okay, that's brand new water. No dirt, no dust, no cement in it. Now you see this right here where the brick touches the stucco. Here's a tip, guy. I guess you can call this a trade secret, but it's kind of common sense. Okay, we bend this a little bit because it's a brand new float. Now I'm going to put this clean float on this clean brick. And what that does is gives me a clean line where this Portland cement is not on the brick. Then I'll turn it around and I'll make it, do it one more time at the top. Now I got a clean line here without a bunch of Portland cement on it. And because my float is dirty now I'll go ahead and do the base. Now I'll get the majority of the wall. This is called a float finish. We can do this with colors. We can do it with Portland cement. Any of the cements we have, we can do this because it's just a sand finish, float finish, whatever you want to call it. Now, I'll show you one more time and get this bucket out my way. I got a dirty float. So, because I got a dirty float, I'm going to put it in the water, flip it, put it back in the water. I'm going to clean that float. I'll show it to you right now. It's going to be a lot cleaner. Okay, now we got a clean float. We're going to repeat exactly what I just did in order to keep this from turning gray. If I get a bunch of stucco on this, like the last guys, they'll have to use muriatic acid to get it off. I don't want to do that. So again, here's what I'll do. I'll take the clean part of the float, go on it, flip it around. This part's dirty, this is clean. So I just tilt it. That way I'm keeping the brick clean. Then we do like so. We float it. Okay, now we're floating this, and if you turn right here, you'll see the finished product. This is the finished product, and that's called a sand or a float finish, but you really got to know your cements. Anyhow, guys, my name is Kirk. I'm with Kirk Giordano Plastering. As usual, folks, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.